This is the 5th video in the string quilt series from LearnHowToQuilt.com. To get started, I'll lay my foundation down and then I'll place one strip through that diagonal. I like to trim this excess off, but it's not necessary. Some people won't trim until they're all done with the piecing. I just find that extra tail harder to maneuver. Take my next strip, and let's say that I decide it's going to go on this side. So let me cut that, put right sides together, and I'll take this over to the sewing machine to stitch. I'm using red thread so you can see the stitching, but you'll want to use a more neutral color thread for your project. There's no set seam allowance on this project. Your seam allowance will be determined by the width of your foot. I happen to have a 1/4 inch foot on my sewing machine, but any size foot will do. I'm just going to follow the edge of this fabric. I find that I don't need to use pins, but if you feel more comfortable, then it's certainly okay to pin this. I'm ready to take this over to my ironing board and press. My next strip, I want to go right here, right on the edge here. As long as I have a straight edge on this strip, it looks pretty straight, then I'm going to skew this a little, like so. And I'll begin sewing. I have this extra fabric in here. I can leave it and take this over to press, but since I'm using this lighter fabric, sometimes there's a shadow in there. So what I like to do is take this excess out. I can either rotary cut this off or just use my scissors to cut through this. I'll continue adding pieces in this manner until I cover up my foundation. I'll need one more piece here. After everything's been pressed, I'm ready to trim. Well, I like to turn this over because I find it easiest to see what I need to trim off. I trimmed off all the excess, and here's my completed block. Now I do have to pull this paper off. So I just rip it. Maybe you'll get a little piece stuck like that. And I find once I rip one edge off, then it's usually just almost falls off. Now you could make all your blocks like this, where all the diagonals go in one direction. And you'll get a quilt with these diagonal lines. To make a quilt with this design, you'll need to make blocks that are mirror images. These blocks may look the same, but their diagonals run in opposite directions. No matter which way I turn these blocks, their diagonals are always opposite of each other. To get the diamond design on your quilt, you'll need half of the blocks with the diagonal going in this direction and the other half going in this direction. Stay tuned for the next video where you'll find out about different layouts. Thanks for visiting LearnHowToQuilt.com. Please subscribe to us on YouTube and share our videos with your friends.